Hey, everybody, it's Reverend Rob Lee, and I've got something that I'm really excited about. I'm headed back to the Off Cabot in Beverly, Massachusetts on June 29th for another Tarot with an Attitude live and in person. I'll be working with Spirit and the tarot cards to help bring through messages from the folks who walk with you, your angels, your guides, Spirit, and maybe even someone you've been missing. I'd love for you to be there. The ticket links down below. Don't miss it.
Reverend Rob Lee, bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening and welcome to Tarot with an Attitude. I am your host, the Reverend Rob Lee. Wow, bang, what's happening, everybody? It is a rainy night here, but it is a beautiful night. I hope everything's going well where you are and everybody's tucked in and getting ready for a nice evening. All right, let's do this right. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, that Divine Feminine, and as we have said, the All, we say thank you. We know you have given us so much. You have given us so many resources. All we have to do is stop and listen. You have given us angels and guides and things to help us on our journey. We grab those now. I ask that you open my mind, open my spirit, open your spirit, let your spirit flow through me, and messages that come from you and not of me. So mote it be. Wow. All right. There we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Glad to see a lot of people are here. Think people coming through the door, finding out what's happening. More people laying off in the background, seeing what's going. So, yeah, I see Donna and Cynthia, Sierra and Dell. Wow, Deborah, good to see you. And also, let me see, who else did I see here? Bruce, Bridget, welcome. Stacy, glad to see you here. All right, so tonight, I'm going to flip this over here. Miss Kim Beam, welcome in. I'm going to get this started. I'm going to show you. I don't think I have the box over here. I've got it put up. We're going to be using the Baroque Tarot tonight. I believe this was another Kickstarter that was gifted to me by my wife. So there you'll see it. I don't have anything, but the cards are absolutely beautiful. So here we go. If anybody's got any questions, y'all know the drill. Just pop them in. But for some new people, I see some new people hanging out in the background. When you come in, just say hi. Do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and post your question. Be patient. I'll get to it. I'm going to go through it. And I go from top down and try to get to everybody. Tonight, I'm going to be doing 3-card readings and trying to keep it so I don't get so far behind and people lose faith or they fall asleep. Let's find out what's going on. So tonight I'm asking Spirit right out of the gate, what is a general message that you would have for us that everybody needs to know? What is a general message for the tribe or anybody that's listening to this that you would like people to know? There we go. Here we go. I want to put that up there. There we go. All right. Yes, Mustafa's the same person that did the Chibi deck, that real cute deck. I love it. Okay, here we go. Let's cut this deck. Bring this up so people can see what is going on. Oh, helps if I bring that on screen. There we go. All right. I'll get with it. Been a long Monday, everybody. Been a long Monday. So, Spirit, right out of the gate, the first card we have is the Tower. All right, folks, that means everybody's ready for some change. There are some changes coming, some things that are happening in everybody's life, and these are going to be some major shifts coming up. So I don't know what this is all about, but this is for the group. So I want you to think about this. Change comes whether we like it or not. Everything in life has changed. Nothing ever just stays the same. That's not the evolution of life. That's not the circle of life. That's not the way life works, and that's not why we're here. I know we would like for things to kind of park, roll in neutral, and just get there, but sometimes that's because we're tired. You know, one of the things I want you to realize is what happens with change is the way we learn. And when we learn through change, one of two things. Either we can go with it and see what happens and make something new out of it, or we can let it destroy us and send us on a complete plummet. And a lot of times in this card, you'll see people falling out of the sky. And that's just, yeah, these changes, some people just don't handle change very well. Now, in this, we have the 9 of coins. One of the things that, thank you, Spirit, one of the things I'm getting from Spirit here is it's important for everybody to understand what Spirit is saying through change, and it's how we manifest, how we bring things into our life. If you want things to happen for you, all right, you need to think about what you're doing. If you're not achieving your goals, what do you need to do different? Okay. Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So take a look at that and let's find out what's going on. Okay. The 9 of cups. So we've got 16, the tower, or the 9 of coins. And this is manifesting in the real world. Things that have been worked on. If you remember in the 8, the card right before this, our person was working very diligently at the details, mastering their craft and finding out what's going on. And now they have become the master of their craft and they are on display for everybody to see. You're also going to be able to sit back and enjoy what you've worked on. A lot of this came because of change. Things that are happening, don't fear change. Understand it. Matter of fact, if I could show you anything, it would be to understand change is always coming. No matter what we do, change is going to happen. And sometimes, particularly when you ask Spirit, I need to get this done or whatnot, then things crumble and we go, sometimes Spirit has to break things for us because we can't get out of our own way. And it gets us into the change to be able to manifest and bring some beautiful things into our life. So again, I'm looking, nobody's got any questions yet. So we're going to keep going. And we have the 4 of cups. Now, 4 is always about, wow, believe it or not, this 4 of cups in the tower is exactly what I was talking about. When I said we just want to stay, this is what I call complacent. Okay. Some people look at this card and say it's boredom. It's the boredom card. All right. Had so much thing, got everything. I don't know what to do now. And now I'm bored with life, things like that. I call it complacent. We've become complacent and we're just happy with what certain things have given us. And we're not looking to take it to the next level, that 9 of cups level, the 9 of coins level, to manifest, to bring these beautiful things in. You know what? Sometimes we get so tired, we're saying, Spirit, Mother, I just want to coast. I don't care. This is happy. This is good. All right. Let's see what's going on with this. All right. But the 4 of cups is there to remind us we need to move on. We have the sun. Okay. We are meant to shine. Spirit is saying we are meant to put things behind us. We are meant to gallop. Look at the sun rising here. And then a lot of times, this is a stallion. Okay. And it's ready to say it's time to run. We are not meant to sit still. We're not meant to sit quietly and just let life happen. We are to go after it. You know what? We have the king of coins. Look at this. Don't you want to be this guy? You can be this guy. Okay. But a lot of that begins with change. Is there something you need to change? Is there something in your thought pattern, in your process, your spirit, your energy, or things? This change and living the life of the sun and the king of coins is on you. It is on you and what you need to do to make your own life relevant. Justice. You know, some people I look at this card sometimes, depending on I'm reading, go, oh, we got an attorney involved somewhere, or there's some legal thing coming. But a lot of times, this is karma. And what I'm getting from Spirit right now is we need to remember, okay, that what you get out of life is what you put into it. It's my karma card. This is the bangarang card. 11, that new beginning, the double ones, okay, that new start, fresh new things, the individual being you. It's that power and that energy squared. We don't add those together in numerology. So I want you to think about this. Are you attacking life? Look at the swords, okay? Are you putting your effort into what you want to get back? Or are you just sitting on a stump like our guy over here going, I'm good. I just want to let things go. I don't want to get any better. Don't want to get any worse. We're not meant to live that way. Spirit is saying, life is here. Make some changes. Realize you can live a full, bold, beautiful life, but you got to work at it. You got to charge at it. You got to own it. Okay. And that way you can become the king of coins and be the master of your own destiny. Wow. That was huge. Thank you, Spirit. What a message. I hope everybody got something out of that. And let's see what's going on. Good evening, everyone. Just curious what the next couple weeks have to bring. Been very strange energy lately. Yes, it has, Moose. And let's find out. I put the cards back in. I take a moment and I put them in different spots to make sure. Let me get over here and do it this way. Okay. So if they come back up together again, I know it was Spirit and not just me being a crappy shuffler. All right. So, Moose, good question. Moose, sir, wants to know some general knowledge about the next couple of weeks. Been very strange. Just curious what the next couple of weeks have to bring. We're talking about energy here. One of the things, Moose, I remind people all the time, never look for this to dictate or to tell you exactly where you're going. You can look at this, and generally, Spirit will tell me, do you need to change something? Is there something you need to look out for in your life or things like that? Because I am not a predestination believer. I believe we forge and mold our existence and things that we do, things that we want and way to go, and that we can change our future. You know, kind of like in the movie, The Night with the young blonde guy. I can't remember his name, but he faked being a knight, but at the end, it was, can you change your stars? And yes, you can. I believe you can change your stars. You can change your destiny. You can change whatever you want if you put your mind to it. So, Moose, here we go. Next couple of weeks have to bring. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, thank you. All right, Moose, let's find this out. All right, Moose, here we go. So the first card we have is the Page of Cups. So what I'm seeing is passion. I'm seeing there's some things going on where you got to get passionate about creativity. You got to get passionate, and some things are going to come in, maybe even a love relationship. There's going to be somebody might present themselves saying that they like you, or there might be somebody that you're saying, think to yourself that you like and you need to approach. Now would be a good time, all right, to approach them and just say, don't, we listened to a song the other day, and then I went and spoiled it all by saying something stupid like I love you. So, Moose, I don't know how old you are. Look the song up. It's one of those things. My older people in the room, my more mature people, sorry, okay, know that song right out of the gate, okay? Everything's going great, and then they spoiled it by saying I love you. But you know what? It's okay to tell this person that you like them. We have the moon shining in the background. It's full moon. So I am seeing that there are going to be some things that are coming up. You're going to need to get passionate around your intentions. The Five of Wands, there's going to be some drama going on. So don't get caught up. Stay out of the drama. Don't get caught up in everybody else's drama. This is going to be what's happening. If you stay out of it, look, the tower. There's that tower, and it came back up again. All right. Change is coming. So you got to be passionate about what's going on. Stay out of everybody's drama, and that's going to lessen the turmoil in your life. Okay? That's what I see for you. That's very important. All right? Something brewing. You know what? When I see all these cards together, I'm really seeing something very childish is going on with maybe one of your friends or something like that. There's going to be some drama behind it. Stay out of it, and you'll keep that from really being a mess in your life. Walk around it. Stay neutral. Stay out of it. That's what I see. Okay. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Here we go. Stacy, what do we got? May I get a message from the creator, please? Absolutely. All right, Stacy. Let's see what we've got. So, Spirit. We'll move this out of the way. Stacy wants a message from the creator. She just wants a message. Let's see what we've got here. I'm being told to do all three cards at one time. So that's what I'm going to do. We've got the Knight of Cups. We have the Empress. And we have the Four of Cups. Stacey, the first thing I would ask you, and you don't have to put it in here, is this looks to me like the possibility of a new blooming relationship. Okay. You might have lost faith or whatnot, but if somebody's coming with a message and they're genuine and true with it, they're coming in like a knight of shining armor, and you have the chance here to really create and make something beautiful. All right. You are going to get the chance to make something just absolutely wonderful, but you can't be passe about it. In other words, somebody might be really passionate. They're coming up, really coming on, and you're just like kind of blowing them off because you're not in the mood. Be careful. There's a gift hiding here. And if you're not careful, that's what you're going to miss. So look at somebody coming in that's offering help, that's trying to be there. They're true. You don't just doubt them. This is an opportunity for you to create something beautiful. Don't pass it up because you're not paying attention. All right. Bang, right. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's put this one here and let's put this one here. All right. Let me see what's going on here and get back over here. Cynthia, Reverend Rob, been a little off for a couple of days. The energy has been that way. Okay. It has for me, anyways. A little scatterbrained. I know the feeling. What message does Spirit have to tell me? And you know what he's telling me right now? For you, lay off the coffee. I'm only teasing. All right. You know me. I can't help it. Sarcasm is part of who I am. All right. As I'm drinking my coffee. All right. Spirit. Cynthia's been caught up in this frenetic energy over the past couple of days. What I'm really feeling is that inability to get peace of mind to rest. It's like your wheels are always turning. It's not so much scatterbrained as you have so much going on, Cynthia. What I'm really picking up is that you're not focusing. So therefore, you're looking at one thing and you're so focused on it, something else pops in and squirrel, and now you're off chasing that. So you're busy, you're tired, but nothing's getting done. So organization is going to play a huge key in this reading, I can tell you right now. And that's what I'm being told is settle down, get organized. One of the things I had to do was realize that, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take care of what I can take care of. All right. Start prioritizing. If something doesn't get done today, it's not going to be the end of the world. But if I can get other things done that I know I need to get done, that's going to make the difference. So let's take a look here. We're going to cut this deck. All right. And find out. Spirit, Cynthia wants to know a couple things. Scatterbrain, what's going on? 10 of coins. All right. So what I'm feeling like is you're going to get some answers about some finances, something in your family, something's coming to an end. This whole frenetic energy is building to a finale of something. All right. This is not a bad card. This is a good card. This is just saying there might have been something you're a little worried about. You might be doing a little, counting your, never count your money, while you're sitting at the table, that type of thing. And maybe that's what's going on. We're taking too much count of things rather than when it's time to sit down and eat and sitting down and eat. When it's time to just play with the kids, time to play with the kids. This is one of those things. So, we have the Hermit. You and I have talked about this before. What Spirit is saying for you right now is it's time to separate yourself and give yourself some air, okay? So you can breathe. Have you been grounded? Are you getting out in the grass, in the sand, in the dirt, whatever? You and I both know you've talked before and you like doing that. When was the last time you just went out there and stood there, held your arms out in the sun and said, Spirit, I'm here. Spirit, thank you. We get in this addled thing. What I'm really picking up here, okay, is you get up in the day, you're actually happy or whatnot, but almost the minute you get up, this whole hamster wheel thing starts, okay? And next thing you know, are you taking your time in the morning to say thank you? Are you taking your time to tell your guides, the angels, your spirit guides, whoever, okay, hey, good morning, thank you. Are you taking time for yourself, all right, in this hermit card to just say, you know what? I need to sit back for a minute, drink my coffee, plan my day a little bit. Going to let things unfold. Or are we getting up late? Are we doing it? That's going to be careful, what you got to be careful of. The Fool is here to tell you, look, don't worry, be happy. Things are going to happen. All right. Even the dog, loyalty. I see this loyalty. All right. Don't carry so much baggage around with you in your head. Go about your days, go about your journeys. And these are two very important cards. These are both major arcana cards. I want you to see that the hermit is walking his own path. He's taking time to be alone, and he's looking ahead with light to see what's ahead of him. That's you in the morning. Okay. Stop, take that time, and then realize, you know what? Spirit's with me. I got a friend. I don't need to carry all this baggage around. I'm going to be traveling light today mentally. All right. Go through, take care of what I can take care of, deal with what I deal with. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to be happy the Spirit was with me. But I'm going to take some time again at the end of the day to come back here, spend a little time, and say, Spirit, thank you. Man, that's huge. There's a lesson in there for all of us, Cynthia. And this is what's going on. So we got too much going on in our head right now about what's going on in the world around you. This is real stuff that's going on in your head. You need to take some time, get grounded, settle down. And as they say, don't worry about it. Okay. As they would say in the movie, don't worry about it. Okay. Take you, your dog, go feed the deer and move on. You notice he's barefooted. Get grounded. Notice this guy over here is wearing shoes. All right. I look at these subtle things and Spirit shows them to me. You know what? It's going to be important that you get grounded and you start your day right. Okay. This is what I'm getting. All right. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Wow. Bangering. That's really cool. That is really cool. All right, Cynthia. Good to see you. All right. Let me see what's going on here. Find out where we're at. All right. Got to see. Oh, I'm tired too, y'all. It's one of those things. I know things are happening. Our brain gets going. A lot going on. Hey, everybody, while we're there, I don't know if y'all all saw the beginning. If not, at the very beginning of the video, look at it. I'm going to be back at the Off Cabot on June 29th. Tarot with an Attitude, live and in person again. I'm going to be reading my tarot cards, doing things with people, helping messages coming through from Spirit, any messages that may be there. If you want to be there and be a part, the ticket information, how to get tickets is right down below, and that's in Beverly, Massachusetts. If you can't be here, I got you. New England's a ways for a lot of the world. It's a ways away, but we are going to record it. We will not be showing it live, but you will be able to catch this again later. So make sure you keep an eye out. Check it out. That's June 29th. I am Samantha. Howdy. I am looking for better opportunities in my life about job and stable life this year. I'm going to buy a computer. I want to keep studying. Any advice? Thank you. I know English. I want to study and grow. Studying, always. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I did not, this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. Bruce, Bridget, my wife, they will tell you, okay? I did not go back to school. I was 50 and only had a GED. Finally, at 50, I used to make good money, and then they sold the company I worked for, and I went from making good money down to working at 7-Eleven. And I'm like, okay. My oldest boy came to me. He's like, you can't do what you used to do anymore. You got to have the paper. So at 50 years old, all right, with kids still at home, I went back to school. GED, started, went for my AA, and just figured, you know what? I'm going to go until I don't go anymore. All right. 7 years later, I went and finished and walked that stage. Bruce and Bridget were there. Thank you so much. And I got my master's degree. All right. My master's degree at 57 years old. Even right now, My wife will tell you I'm debating, and Bridget knows this, okay? Or she will not be surprised with it. I'm talking about doing my getting my doctorate. You can change your stars. This is about what the show started about, okay? You can always change your stars. So what do you need to know? You're looking for better opportunities in your life. Now, here's what I would strongly suggest to you, and I'm going to bring this up. All right, let's get this ready. Is to remember, don't go back to school for something that just says, I'm going to make money, because that always changes. All right. It always changes. All right. What I want you to do is look at going back to school with something that drives your passion, drives your heart. Where do you want to be? Because then, no matter what you're making, if you're doing what you love to do, you'll be happy. Case in point, I love this. I don't know that I would change anything. All right. So here we go. Samantha's looking for some information about wanting to change some things. Let's see what's happening. All right. Spirit, let's see what we've got for Samantha today. King of Swords. All right. You want to know about studying? Do it. Go for it. This is it. The King of Swords is that being on top of everything that you learn, everything that you absorb. It's your mental faculties that are there present, your conscious world, communication, things like this. This is how you can actually better yourself, all right, and become a better person on the inside for you. That didn't come out right this way. What Spirit's trying to say, it's going to build your self-esteem, your pride in yourself. Right now, what I'm really picking up is you're feeling that kind of loss. I don't know what to do. You know what? You are great on the inside, but there's nothing wrong with building the noodle, getting smarter, understanding what's going on. And if this is what makes you feel good, to have that and be able to work towards something, go for it. That is the masculine. That is that whole, I'm going to take control and I'm going to do what I need to do mentally. You know, we have the world in this. If you pick the right subject and you're going through things, one of the things I found out as I was going back through school as an older person was, you know what? I looked at everything I was studying, everything completely different than I would have when I was 18, 19 years old. I have much more of an appreciation. And you know what? You will have such an open mind and be able to see things, and it will start you on a path of enlightenment. So this is one of the things you can do, is to be able to keep an open mind, even in studies you may not agree with. Listen, learn, absorb. That's what I'm seeing here. Guess what? The happy squirrel. The happy squirrel has made his appearance. And look, he's sitting on a book. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. Look at the courses that are offered online. Do it one step at a time. Of the first 4 years of college, your AA or AS, your BA or BS, I'm going to tell you, my son gave me the greatest advice. Don't argue with it. Don't do anything. It's all about jumping through hoops. All right. You've got to get there to get to your master's. Once you jump through all their little hoops and you've done all this, then you can get into your topic that you really want to soak up, enjoy, and absorb. And that's going to be the key thing for you. So become the happy squirrel, harvest, put your stuff away, make sure you're taking care of yourself. And look, sitting on the book, devour knowledge, devour it. And this will help you. I think you're on the right track. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Wow. Bangarang. That's really awesome. Let's see what we've got here now. All right. Let me scroll down. What do we got? I would like to work with foreign people on cruise ship, something like that, but I am not clear what career study. What I would strongly urge you to do, because it's different for every area. I don't know what area you're in or whatnot. Number one, contact a cruise agency. Number two, there's hospitality courses that you can take in your college. If that's what you want to do, if that's going to make you happy. All right. If you like being away from home, You can go the cruise ship, man, you can make some decent money on it, but you better like to travel. You better like not being home. It's a life of service. So you need to think about that. All right. So there are so many ways to work with different people. If you want to work with foreign people, maybe you need to look at political science, geopolitical science, and then you can work at an embassy or something like that. Go to work in some types of political office or even an international law office. There are so many ways. This is where I want you to do your study. Look at the colleges that are available for online. Okay. Contact them and talk to a one of their administrators that when you go in, and talk to them about guidance about what careers they have available. Okay. If you know somebody doing what you want to do, talk to them, find out where do they mess up? What do they wish they would have done different? This type of thing. It's very important. But that's really cool. I'm happy for you. Make this choice, make the move, don't sit on it. Okay. You will be happy. And I think you'll be great at it. I'm really getting that feeling. All right. So let's see what else has happened. All right. Yadi. All right. Good evening. I hope you are well. I am well, and I hope you are too. I was supposed to receive my official offer today. Never heard from them. Will I hear from them tomorrow or this week? All right, Yadi. Let's find out what's immediately what I got is there's something that's come in and they're trying to figure something out. It's not just there's something that's happened in there. You're still being considered, you're there. And what I'm just really picking up is that they might be tossing up between you and another candidate. Okay. And I really feel like somebody's pushing for you. Somebody's pushing for the other candidate. Let's find out what's happening. Good evening, Pendulum. All right. Spirit. Pendulum and Spirit. Will you work with me tonight? Okay, great. Yadi said she was supposed to get her official offer today. She didn't hear from them. Will she hear from them tomorrow or this week? This is saying no, that you're not. So I would give them a little bit and let's find out. Let's just ask the card some information. Okay. But let me see. Pendulum, is she going to get this job? It's just sitting here shaking. That means there's something amiss. Something's going on. If you haven't heard from him and they told you would hear from them today, tomorrow afternoon, or Wednesday, I would pick up the phone and call them. Okay. And find out what's going on. I'm going to ask this. Pendulum. Are they considering Yadi for a different position? That went right into yes. So there's a lot going on around the Yadi. So let's find out. I'm going to ask Spirit a couple of questions here. What does Yadi need to know about this job? All right. And we'd love to hear. So keep us posted, Yadi. Let's find out what's going on. All right. Spirit, what does Yadi need to know about this job that she has applied for? She's going to get her offer letter. According to the pendulum, no. But I feel like there's something else afoot here. Let's find out. Okay. All right. I think I just messed my deck up. I don't know. No, just the one card. Okay. I'm going to shift this over again. See what happens. That was weird. So and I've already shuffled it up, but I should have paid it. I don't know how that happened. One card was on the top of the deck when I picked it up, and it was the Fool, which means there's a new journey. There's something new that's coming. Don't be afraid. Don't take it. You're going to be happy. Now, let's see where that plays in to this reading and find out with these three cards. Okay. So right out of the gate, we have the Knight of Swords charging into the future, 10 of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. So, Yadi, in this, the Knight of Swords, we have two cups here. So this is kind of an emotional thing or whatnot. What I'm really seeing is we're charging ahead, and we're going to be able to. I really feel like it's something you've got to get your mind wrapped around, that we're moving ahead and stay on course. Don't give up. This is about what lining up with what's going on. The Ten of Cups is saying that this is over and something new is going to begin, but that you brought something into life. Three of Cups means there are people debating about it, and there are some people that are passionate about what's going on, and they're looking at, are you going to fit in with other people? This is one of the things that I'm seeing here. I think they could be considered being for a management position, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know anything about what you're doing. All right. And they're looking at how, whenever they've interviewed you or done things with you, how you're going to blend, and they're trying to make sure what to do with you. So I think you will eventually, but just go ahead and reach out to them. If they told you by today, all right, go ahead and be assertive. Call them tomorrow. All right. And find out what's going on. I don't know where you're at, Yadi. I don't know what the time of day is there. All right, 9 o'clock in the evening here. But don't be afraid to pick up the phone and ask. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay. But this looks very good. This all say, charge on, keep going. You're going to move ahead. This is going to be in the mental thing. Don't let anything get you down. You keep going and going after what you want. The Ten of Cups is talking about you are bringing this to an end. You're actually going to bring it and make everything real. The Three of Cups, you're going to be working with a group of people, and there's going to be a group of people that you like. Okay. So that's what I have there. Let me know. You stay in touch with us. All right. Because we do on Wednesday night, I'll be meeting again. Laura Van Tyne will be back with me on Wednesday night, folks. Haven't looked at what our topic is yet, so I'll know soon. But then Friday night, Yadi, we will be back doing this again. And if you want to, you can come on camera and I go into a little more in-depth reading. But there you go. We'll be saying a prayer for you. I tell you what, tribe, this is what we do for each other. Yadi's a newer member, so here's what we're going to do. Our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, I'm asking that your angels draw close. I'm asking that Yadi hear the words that she needs to hear. This is a troublesome time for people when they're looking for a job. They put a lot on the table and they've got so much hope and everything built up around it. Please send her the message, take any obstacles out of the way, and help her know that as long as she keeps charging forward, she's going to be successful. So mote it be. Yadi, let us know what's going on with that, okay? Carrie, may I ask, in what area of my life do I need to be more aware or focus on? That's a great question. So many different areas of our life. So let's take a look. And what we're going to do, we're going to start this in a couple of different ways, all right? If it's a major arcana card, we're going to have to look directly at that card and find out what's going on, okay? If it's wands, that means we're going to have to look at the spiritual, or in essence, that drive. What do you want? Where do you go? That push, getting up off your butt, that type of thing, going after your desires, all right? If it's pentacles, that means it's being tighter with your finances. Look at what's going on, ruling your real world with relationships with people or things like that. If it's cups, we're going to be talking about emotional, subconscious, things like that, not being emotionally attached or worrying too much about emotion. All right. Then if it's swords, it's air. Are we talking about stress? Are we talking about communication? Are we talking about anxiety? So let's take a look at those cards. Let's see what the first card is that comes up. May I ask, in what area of Carrie's life does she need to be more aware or focus on? Here we go. Let's find out. Carrie, we have the sun. So what I tell you, if it's major arcana, this is it. You know what I'm seeing here? Giving thanks. Moving on from the past, understanding every day is a new day. you can achieve and do what you want to do. This is a combination of the fire, that spirit. So what do you need to work on? And you're like, well, Rob, the sun is a beautiful card. A lot of times it doesn't mean you need to work on anything. But remember our question, what do you need to work on or be more aware of? And one of the things is gratitude, remembering. Don't look at things so everything's not a disaster. Everything's not a problem. All right. I heard somebody the other day. I said this the other day on the show. I heard someone say, some people get up and they see their goal. They see what's ahead of them. Other people get up and all they see is the obstacle that's keeping them from their goal. Where are you at with this? So the sun is here to say you need to be on fire. You need to find that passion, that fire, that goal. And that's going to bring you the joy that you're looking for. Focus on your joy in life. We have, I thought this was upside down, and then I realized it was the hangman. You need to look at your perspective about things. Thank you, Spirit. That just goes with everything I just said. Spirit just gave it to us in a card, though. Okay. Notice these are all major arcana cards. Okay. Out of 78 cards, only 22 are major arcana. And out of 3 cards, you've drawn 2. All right. So this is important. You asked about your life. You asked about what you need to do. Give thanks. Build that fire. Go after what you want to complete. Change your perspective about how you're looking at your whole life. Don't be so ingrained. Don't get stuck in religions or thought processes that you didn't choose. All right. I want you to be aware of new ideas, new things. When you're dealing with people, look at things from a different perspective. Okay. This is going to be very, very important. And then finally, we have the 6 of Wands. What a fitting card for this. What did I say? This is the fire. What did I tell you? Wands are fire. Wands are that spirit. This is that suit, basically. All right. The 6 of Wands. This is where you're going to be victorious. This is how you're going to break through, but you're not going to do it by sitting still. All right. Get passionate, get behind it, give thanks, get up every day, take a look at what's going around, what in your life needs to change so that you can get passionate. It's kind of like making that decision to go to the gym. I got to go. And you go ahead and set the clock, you get up, you go, and when you get done, you feel fantastic. All right. It's one of those things, and that's where we're at. Your Spirit keeps hitting me in the head with something, and I can't. Spirit, gratitude, contemplation, and understanding there's more here than you. That's what came through. Okay. The contemplation, looking at what's happening. Take a look inward is what I'm seeing. Okay. It's what I'm getting. Understand you have to give thanks. You've got to find your fire. Understand Spirit is shining down on you and has given you the tools you need to succeed. All right. And if you will do that and get passionate about it, get that fire built up, you're going to win. You will be victorious. That's what I have, Gary. Wow. Bangerang. What a set of cards. Okay. Let us know what's going on. And you know what, Gary, appreciate you too. Thank you very much. This has been really good. Let's find out what's going on here. Sierra and Dell. I got to take a drink, guys. Hold on just a minute. Take a minute. Hey, Rev, what message does Spirit have for me this week? All right, Sierra and Dell. I am really getting pulled all of a sudden to my Spirit song deck. All right. Y'all will see it. It's animals. So all of my animal people out there, get ready. Love this deck. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Sierra and Dell wants a message from Spirit for this week. So we are asking for Sierra and Dell. Get over here. Boom. All right. Sierra and Dell wants a message for Spirit this week. Let's see what's happening. Sierra and Dell. 2 of shells. So we're talking about here relationships. And what this card says is union and harmony. There might be something going on, some friction. Now is a time not to be at odds with whoever may be in your life. It's a time to be calm, be still, and look for this power and this unity with whoever is very, very important to you in your life. You know what? We go from there to the 8 of feathers. You know, we have courage and solutions. If there's a problem going on, we got to be the little mouse to face the world. Think how big the world is to a mouse, to a little field mouse. All right. Courage and solutions. This is about not stressing over what happened yesterday. All right. Keep in mind, love, harmony, that 2 is about relationships. It's about duality. It's about becoming, with spirit, with your higher conscience, with yourself, with somebody else, whether they be a romantic partnership or it's just a close partnership. The union and harmony is important for you this week. The 8 of feathers. Let the past go. Let bygones be bygones. If this relationship here is kind of at risk or just at odds because of something somebody did in the past, I want you to take a look and say, does it really matter? Or do we just get our panties in a wad? Okay. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Do we just get upset? Time to let some things go so we can move on. And sometimes we got to do that even when we're right. All right. This is huge. This is what's going on. 8 of acorns. Now, it's the 8 of wands. All right. Want you to think about the 8 of wands. This is all about movement. Okay. Energy and results. What you need to look at this week is not what happened, but where you're going. Okay. The 8 of wands. This requires movement on your part. You may actually be moving or taking a trip or something's coming up that way. But what I'm seeing is there's something to do with a relationship, letting the past go and moving on. That's going to be huge. Okay. Wow. Bangerang. Okay. Cool. Let me know. I'd love to hear what's going on, Sierra and Dell. Let me know how that fit in. All right. All right. August. Can you give me a message, please? Tell me what I need to know right now. I love that. Father, God, Mother, Divine Spirit, the all, everything. August wants information about what he needs to know right now, not tomorrow, not anything, right now. And August, what we've got here right out of the gate is the 4 of acorns. Now, this would be the 4 of wands, all right? Comfort and community. If there's something, again, going on with people around you, relying on friends, celebrating, but this is truly giving thanks. This is that fire. This is that passion. This is understanding what's going on and looking looking at what's really good that you've got to be thankful for. We have to pay attention. We have to look at the 5 of acorns. Now, notice we are going from the 4 of acorns right into the 5. Challenge and growth. If something's going on, what I'm really picking up is kind of like what the reading I had at the first of the show. You know what? You've been sitting good. Things are happening. You know what? You got to get up off your butt and face some hard times. It's a challenge, but you can take it. You can grow from it. That's what's going to happen. So the 4 of acorns would go from the walrus, a big walrus laying on the beach, okay, and moving around. It's a good place, good platform. You've gotten to a good base in your life. But the 5 of acorns is saying whatever's going on right now, you need to face it head on. Be ferocious, know what's happening. This doesn't mean be mean. This doesn't mean be, on the attack, but attack the problem. In this challenge of whatever's happening in your life, you're going to be able to grow from it as long as you hit it head on and you know what you're dealing with. Then we have the 10 of acorns. Look at all the acorns here. This is about you and your fire and your passion. What do you want? Responsibility and dedication. The 10 is about things culminating, all right? So you've been able to manifest, bring some things through, you fought the battle, and now we've got responsibility and dedication here, all right? What you have to be careful of is this is rough, but as you get through this stage is going to end and something new is going to come. Now, As we're into the acorns, we got the 4 and the 5 is 9, and 10 is 19. So when we look at that 1, talking about you, individual, a new beginning, 9, manifesting, bringing it all together, okay? 1 and 9 come together to make a 10. What did we say 10 was? That fits with this perfectly. The 10 of this reading is saying whatever's happening right now is coming to an end. Don't sweep something under the rug. Deal with it. If it's something with you, maybe been sitting back, being a little lazy, I don't know. You don't have to answer that, okay? Or somebody in your life has, all right? You need to understand it's time to get up and move on. If you want to get something out of life, you've got to go after it. You've got to hit this challenge head on, and then you're going to be able to bring all this to a close, and you're really going to come out being the victor for it and having something new in your life. Wow. Bang, right. Woo! That was huge. August, good to see you. Welcome. We are the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. So make sure, everybody, you're hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button. Most importantly, do me a favor and share this with everybody. Hit a share. Even if you share it with one person, just share it, okay? You can either share it now, wait till the end, share it at the end, but I need people to share. That's what's important. All right. We want people to live. For the new people that are coming in, what this channel is built on is us being able to work together so you can get grounded. What we want you to do is get grounded so you can reclaim your magic that the world took away from you, that all of the goings on took away from you. And remember, we were born with magic. All right. When you have that magic, you can find your wings and then you can fly. That's what this is all about. We want you happy. We don't care what's going on around or anything else. We're here to let people know this is a safe place to come ask questions and to be happy. That's where you hear me say Bangarang comes from the movie Hook. Watch it. You'll understand it. All right. But Bangarang, and that's what we're all about. Okay. So let's see if there's anything else here. We'll find out what's going on. See what we've got. Kind of scrolling through here. Here, what we got. You are correct. They are thinking about me for other positions. I know it. That's what's in the hold. Okay. And I think through this, from everything I got, Yadi, thank you. That's what's going on. Okay. So take a look at this from that mindset, and you're going to be fine. Okay. Let's see what's happening. All right. Thank you. That makes me feel good because that was coming through in a whole lot of weird different ways, but we got it out. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm glad you will. Thank you. You're welcome, Carrie. Quite welcome. All right. Let's see where we're going here. Find out what's going on. Do you have a podcast? Yes. You can find me on Podbean. I'm on YouTube. I'm right here. I've got a podcast on YouTube. All of the shows are on think about iHeartRadio, Podbean. I'm going everywhere. Okay. So just look up Tarot with an Attitude and you should be able to find me. Yes, we do have a podcast. That's what's happening. Okay. So thank you. That's it. Folks, do me a favor. Go into the podcast. Find out what it is. You want to do the YouTube, you want to do the iHeartRadio or iPod or whatever all those are. I don't even know the name of all of them. Okay. But I'm on all the biggies, okay? Go and download an episode or two and listen to them in your car, or just listen to them while you're taking a run. I think you'll have a ball, okay? Let's find out what's going on. All right. Here we are. Is Arpit obsessed with me? Okay, first off, and I don't mean this bad, all right? I read that as armpit. Can't help it. Sorry. That's just me. It's the way my brain works. So is Arpit obsessed with me? Here's my question for you. Sayantani. Let's see if that's, I hope I said that right. Are you obsessed with him? Do you want him to be obsessed with you? Does it matter? So that's going to be the question, because I'm not going to read Arpit without Arpit's permission. Okay. I think it's rude. I don't like it. Okay. But what do you need to know about a relationship with Arpit. So we're going to ask for you what you need to know. Okay. I'm getting a very big, be careful. This is coming through like sirens going off in my head, very heavy. Just be careful. And I'm talking about for you. Okay. There's something spirits. Wow. Be careful. I don't know if anybody else is picking this up or whatnot, but Santani, be careful. So there's something amiss here, is what I'm picking up this way. Let's find out. Let's pull a couple of cards and find out what's going on, so Spirit can maybe clarify a little bit for us and find out what's going on. So Santani, 5 of crystals, okay? Persistence, new possibility. 5s are always conflict, okay? The 5 of crystals is that 5 of, you need to be careful, all right? Don't fall into something just because you need it, all right? If you're looking for that, if you're looking for something, 5s are a warning sign. They also mean something beautiful can be created, okay? But we are looking at persistence and new possibilities. So you've got to look at what you want. We have the dragonfly. Boy, if Miss Bridget could talk about the dragonfly. And I want you to check out her site, Eyes of the Dragonfly. All right. And check her stuff out, because she's a great reader and is one of the readers I go to when I need questions. We have the 6 of feather, transition and insight. So think of this mentally. All right. What this is saying to me right out of the gate, there's some type of conflict going on within you and yourself. What it for you to do is to move on. Okay. Transition, get away from it. Look at the insight, get out of all the emotional parts of it. But it's time for you to set sight and move on. That's what I've got. The King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Why would integrity come to play here? Is there a third person involved? Is this what's going on? I'm telling you, I'm getting very, very like being possessive or something like this, or you possessive. All right. These cards are talking about this is going to be one of 2 ways. Yes, I'm doing my hands opposite. Okay. One of 2 ways. This is going to be a complete disaster. Okay. Or it could be something beautiful. But where are you at? What do you need to know? I'm asking Spirit, the Empress, you need to be in control of your own stuff. Okay. This is up for you to create. And again, a 3 is coming up. Is there somebody else involved? I'm really picking up a third party, and that's where this conflict and move on is coming from. Yeah, too many 3s. 3 of feathers, heartache, breaking. This is not going to be good. Release, recovery. Santani, move on. Okay. Let him go. All right. For your own sake, move on. Let him go. That's what I'm really getting. Okay. Love to find out what's happening. So stay in touch and let's see what's going around when this happens. So, Santani, make sure you fall in love with yourself first. Okay. That's going to be the key thing. Let's see what's happening. Okay. LaKenya, my girl, what's happening? Hello. Do you see I should stay with my current position or new offer? Got the new offer. I love that. All right. And I love this question. All right. Let's see what's happening here. All right. I'm going to a third deck. Man, I'm being told to move all around tonight. We are going to the Archangel Tarot deck for you, LaKenya. Let's see what's happening here and find out. All right. LaKenya wants to know, should I stay or should I go now? All right. Yeah, should I stay or should I go? You know what? Here's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do. All right. I might do this with you here in just a second. All right. So Gillian, be ready to look for LaKenya's response to my question. All right. We're going to do something here. First thing I'm going to do has nothing to do with the cards. All right. I've got my coin. Okay. So, Lakenya, I want you to type in heads or tails, okay? Heads, you stay, tails, you lose. So, Gillian, please keep an eye out for Lakenya's response, okay? Heads or tails, all right? Call it. Now, I'm going to ask you, what do you hope it is? Type that in right now. Don't think about it. Okay, what do you hope it is? All right, that's important. Do you hope it's heads or are you hoping it's tails? All right, come on, let me know. Tell the Rev what he wants. All right, once I get that answer, I'll be able to tell you what it was. Okay, always go with tails. Cynthia, hoping it's heads. Then you know what? You don't need to flip the coin. Your spirit, your intuition, your gut, that's what you want to do. Maybe sometimes you need to take some logic out of it. That is some old redneck wisdom there. Okay. So let's find out what's going on here real quick. All right. Let me find out what's happening here. And I think, Lakenya, this is going to be it. So, Lakenya, all right. Wants to know if she should stay or should she go? Okay, let's find out. See, I don't even remember what heads was. You'd have to remember. You'd have to tell me. All right, so here we go. Boom. All right, last reading here. Okay. The King of Gabrielle. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. This is that generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. So this is the first card that I get. Which job would that apply to? Where does that apply to you? There's also this very masculine spirit. Are you going to be able to go ahead and fulfill your dreams here? And then we're going to do this another way. We have the sun. This is almost telling me like this is something new, something else is coming up. And you need, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. You know what we said earlier? Change is coming. When you go back and look at this from the beginning, I did a reading for everybody and change is there. You know, that's what's happening. Change is coming for a lot of people. That's this frenetic energy that we're feeling. And the sun is here to say it's time. Some things should come out. Maybe it's time for something new. You've put the hard work in. And here we go. The 9 of Michael. Stop worrying about it. Okay. You're so worried about tomorrow. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Does that answer your question? Go back to what I said. Man, we went through 3 cards here, 3 beautiful cards to come out and say what the old man said right out of the gate. All right? Man, you can't live your life afraid to make challenges and to try. Guess what? You're a smart, beautiful woman. You are a power woman. And if you will trust yourself and go with it, you will be able to make this just come alive. And there's going to be some opportunities and some things. I feel like other things are going to come from it. So that's just what I'm getting, where I feel. But please keep us posted. Okay. So everybody, again, do me a favor. Subscribe, like, share. I need them all. Yes. You know, I got to catch them all. I need to subscribe. I need to like. Yeah. Okay. Just pretend it's Pokemon and hit the damn button. That's what we're after. So I hope everybody's having a great evening. Okay. I hope everybody is it's time to chill. Take a relax for the remainder of the evening. Let tomorrow take care of itself in the morning. Okay. Put yesterday to bed. This is very important. All right. Things are coming. How you handle it is going to be what makes it one way or the other. So, folks, with all that being said, remember, I love each and every one of you. Take what you want. Leave what you don't. But leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Banger.